Mark Consuelos revealed something quite risky to his spouse Kelly Ripa on their morning program. The hosts of the U.S. daytime program, Live with Kelly and Mark, honored Valentine's Day on Wednesday by talking about the holiday's history. Kelly, 53, expressed her love for Mark, 52, on a program titled The Love Show by donning a garment that read, "I love Mark," and had a photo of her husband in the middle. "It's a unique, exceptional thing. A little bit I had made up for myself," the TV personality boasted, accessorizing her black t-shirt with a crimson pencil skirt that was high-waisted. Declaring, "That's so funny, I'd also wear something similar." Mark lifted the gray jacket to reveal the graphic t-shirt Kelly was wearing. Kelly and the audience soon burst into applause and shouts. "You told me this was one of a kind," exclaimed Kelly in shock. With a reply, "You should see my underwear," the former Riverdale actor said. Following their absurd discussion, they kissed on the lips and said Happy Valentine's Day, with Kelly removing any lipstick that might have gone on Mark. The co-hosts then got into a debate over the history of the holiday with a love theme. Kelly and Mark referred to this week as Love Week before Valentine's Day. As part of the romantic celebrations, viewers have contributed to the Love Inbox, which has been read out. Tuesday was only the second day of the week, therefore the episode continued the daily pattern. As we read more of your stories from the Love Inbox, Love Week continues, Kelly declared at the start of the program. However, she paused to survey the audience before speaking again. Because the cast members had brought their children in with them, the presenter observed that there were more kids there for the day. "Notice how many children are present today. Would you like to read this garbage on the air?" Kelly queried. "There, in front of young James, shall we read it aloud to James?" Mark questioned in jest. A bashful little boy in the audience was shown on screen as the camera cut to him. "Sean?" a perplexed Kelly inquired. Mark had mispronounced the child's name. She chuckled. "I was like, who's James?" as Mark expressed regret to the youngster. Kelly grinned slyly and said, "Yeah, we're gonna have to pick some clean ones, because some of these are pretty steamy." During a tense segment on Tuesday's morning show, Mark lost his composure. On the NBC show Live, 55-year-old guest actress Jane Krakowski defeated Mark at his own game. Jane participated in the Jane Krakowski version of Stump Mark, a game on Live. The idea of the game is that Mark will become perplexed and baffled. When offered true and false assertions about a contestant to pick from, if Mark is unable to correctly identify the true statements about the person, the player wins. If Jane won, she would receive an I Stumped Mark Again t-shirt. Mark was stumped by the host of Name That Tune, who was clearly having a great time and gave away no hints as to which assertion was true. The final round saw a lot of tension build as Mark found it difficult to understand the final two statements that were provided to him regarding Jane. "I loved the musical Rent so much that I went to see it 20 times. According to I competed in a NJ ice skating competition and was invited to compete in Lake Placid," were the claims made by Jane. Mark paused to consider before selecting the former statement as true, even though it wasn't. When Mark realized he had lost, he left the stage right away, but his wife stayed to rejoice with Jane. While Mark was away, Jane and Kelly gave each other a happy hug. When Mark eventually returned to the stage, he gave Jane a hug.